Hi friends, let's read the book today, My Grandma and Me by Mina Javaherbin, illustrated by Lindsey Yankey. Give me a like and follow so you don't miss the next story, or share this one with a friend. Pause to read what it's about. When I was growing up in Iran, my grandma lived with us. I followed her everywhere. When she swept, I swept. When she cooked, I cooked. When she prayed, I prayed like her too. At dawn, when she woke up for namaz, I woke up with her too. Praying at dawn is my favorite, she would say. Mine too, I said with a wide smile. Because only the two of us were up at that time and no one was there to stop me, I would climb up and lie on her back while she prayed. My grandma never told me to stop or broke out of her prayers. Instead, she sat up gently each time, making sure I didn't fall. After her namaz, we kept watch for the bread delivery boy. He piled the bread high on his bike like a clever acrobatic act. We had a clever act too. We bought fresh bread every day without leaving our third-floor apartment. My grandma's basket was so big I could fit inside it. I would sit in it, that basket, and pretend to be flying my own plane. My doll played too. Once the bread arrived, my doll, my grandma, and I would take some to my friend Annette next door. Like Annette and me, our grandmas were best friends. They enjoyed each other's company. Every day while we played together, they talked and laughed and drank coffee. Our grandmas knitted blankets together as they watched us play hopscotch in the alley. They donated them to my grandma's mosque and Annette's grandma's church. From the end of the alley, we could see their heads bent over blankets. Annette's grandma with her silver hair and my grandma in her favorite chador, the white one with the purple flowers. My grandma had all kinds of chadors. She wore them for all kinds of different occasions, for parties and to the mosque. She wore a black one made of fancy crepe paper. It was heavy, soft, and cool to the touch. It looked like a magical cape. My grandma sewed all of her own chadors. And I helped. Mostly I helped by draping her chadors on the table to build my rocket ship. Or tying her chador around my neck so I could fly from the moon to planets. I was super astro explorer. My grandma was always waiting for me back at base camp with cookies. We ate together while I told her about my space adventures. During the holy month of Ramadan, my grandma did not eat from dawn until dusk. When she woke up to eat before sunrise, I would eat too. "You're too young to fast just yet," she said to me. I ate with my grandma anyway. Then I ate as usual during the day, and after dusk at iftar time, I ate with her again. One time when I was a little older and finally fasted with her in the middle of the dark and somber night, I wore the chador she made me and we walked together to the mosque. Inside, the lights shone bright and no one was quiet or somber. People laughed and ate and talked until it was time for prayers. My grandma prayed for Annette's grandma. She prayed that Annette's grandma would go to heaven. After the prayers, there was also tea and milk and dates and sherbet and cookies. In the mosque kitchen, volunteers cooked rice and stew in giant copper pots. Some ate at the mosque while others took the food home. We filled a dish And on the way home, my grandma left it for a man sleeping on the sidewalk. As we walked away, she said a prayer for the sick and poor of the world. The next morning, when I saw Annette, she whispered a secret to me. Last night at the church, my grandma prayed for your grandma to go to heaven. My eyes widened. My grandma did the same thing at the mosque. Annette and I looked up. Our grandmas were talking and drinking coffee again. I could imagine them knitting and laughing together anywhere on Earth or Mars or in heaven. In this big universe full of many moons, I have traveled and seen many wonders, but I've never loved anything or anyone the way I've loved my grandma. She was kind and generous and full of love. I still want to be just like her. And that's the end, friends. Give me a like and follow so you don't miss the next story. Until next time.